And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine Monday? For those of you who are in the know and have been keeping up, I took one of the sicklings to the hospital again, and we've got an all clear on the broken toe. It is now officially fixed as far as bone breaking gets fixed, which is the more you know about it, the more weird some of the things become. Like the fact that every cut you've ever had is being held in place, closed by vitamin C, which I learned because I can't remember why I started learning about scurvy, but because scurvy is a vitamin C deficiency, when you don't have enough of it, your wounds start opening up.
It's because of the collagen.
I thought it was the vitamin C, or
Well,
is that
vitamin
combined?
C helps with collagen.
Well, either way, yeah. That's if you didn't know that, welcome. You're welcome. That's a fun fact or an unfun fact. Right. I was in a bit of a rush to get work done, so I had to start without having my important things set up. I know. Can't believe that a terrible stream for terrible people would have such slapdash setting up in this. That is the technical term. I don't know what word I'm looking for. There we go. It was that word. Okay, so we will get chat up now. Hello, chat. How are we doing? How is things? Are you all right? Everything okay? Oh, yeah. Weird thing last week, which was quite fun. So, as many of you know, some of you here today regularly visit Mrs. Sick game streams every day, pretty much, unless we have something really important to do or whatever. Yeah, she'll be streaming hard video games pretty much every day. Last week, one of them got like 100 fucking viewers at once, which is really weird. Like a very, very unusual. I don't know if there was a day off or something. It wasn't even like a Friday or a Monday, so unless it was a random holiday somewhere and just everybody, not everybody from it, but a bunch of people who, I don't know, like our content and then went, oh, I see, just came along. We have literally no idea why that happened. And if it happened for some other reason, we'd like to figure that out. Because obviously, if we can grow her streams, that'd be awesome. At the moment, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs because we can't monetize anything until she has 1,000 subscribers, even though she has more than enough time on it. YouTube raid. Well, I hadn't thought of that, but no one said anything. No one mentioned it. Unless it was from a channel, it's like, right, you're gonna go in and you're not gonna say shit, which would be interesting. But yeah,
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Oh, was it Thursday? Juneteenth was on Thursday. What does Juneteenth do? But that is, I'm pretty sure it was the Thursday.
That is actually a national holiday of independence or something, isn't it?
I have no idea.
That would explain why.
That is something. But it still doesn't explain why on their day off they chose to come visit you. She's like very confused. Captain
I'm fine with people coming. That's fine. It's just I was confused.
Yeah. I even called them out, and none of the lurkers were like, "Oh yeah, I came because I have a day off or whatever." Yeah. Someone saying was thinking about you just yesterday. Ooh, was debating a creationist. He kept using Ron Wyatt as proof of the Bible. Completely ignorant individual. Well, I'm going to join him because I have no fucking idea who Ron Wyatt is. But I can't imagine it's like a smort. All I could think was, Sir Sick would destroy this guy. I mean, maybe, but not in a debate. People, I'm never going to keep not bang this drum, but like, I don't do debates. People say, oh, you should debate this guy. And other people turn up and they're like, oh, this person, if you debated them, they'd destroy you. And I'm like, probably. I don't fucking debate. Why do people think there is a difference between arguing against points sort of surgically like I do, and I don't mean surgically like in a good way, it's just very specific. I'm more like a backyard surgeon, like the worst kind of surgeon. That's me, but I still have to do things very specifically. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be good.
Are you calling yourself Sketch?
I am sketch as fuck. It's a very important part of my brand. Something to help with the ever-increasing need for amber liquid of the non-gods. Thank you for mocking the idiocy of small brain arguments and being generally amazing. I don't know about that last bit, but
Thank you,
I try.
Oh,
But yeah,
I'll be right back.
if you didn't mean debate, then that's absolutely fine, and this isn't about you. But that does what it brings to mind. See how good at debate me be. Like, I wouldn't be good. I wouldn't enjoy it either. I think that's the biggest part. That's why I wouldn't do it. Like, if I'd enjoy it and I was bad at it, I wouldn't give a shit. Like, that would be fine. You can get better at things. I do things that I enjoy. And if I enjoyed debate, which I barely enjoy watching them, it has to be something very, very generally well, like, moderated. That's the word I'm looking for. I prefer those when it's like a genuine back and forth of two pretty smart people actually debating a topic. That's fine. But these fucking shouting matches stress me out. And they piss me off. Especially when someone is being genuinely a stupid shit. It is irritating to me. And I would fucking hate doing it live. And maybe I would be good at it. Maybe I'd be amazing at it. I still wouldn't fucking enjoy it. I'd hate it. I'd hate every second. And I'm not going to do something that I'm not going to enjoy. The whole one of the main things that I say about how I make videos is, like, the hardest part of creating a video for me is finding a video that I watch and I think I will enjoy responding to this. I've got something to say. I've got jokes to make. I have to have something to jump into it with. I can't just do anything because it'll be obvious that there's nothing there. I mean, it's why Spirit Science ones are really borderline because I find him so fucking infuriating. But I think that's one piece of content that, because I am well aware that everything he says is such nonsense, that I go in working on jokes, like I'm already thinking of jokes before I even get there, because I have to fucking rely on it, because there's nothing. So much of his shit is just gobbledygook. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I am getting well behind chat. Chat is busy today with lots of long wordings done. May I say your content harking back 5 years ago is still stellar? I raise my bow. Some of it's good. I can't stand watching most of it. I've also gotten much better at getting my ideas across, important things I have to say. Better at not accidentally saying something I didn't mean or wouldn't want to say. I'm much, much better. They say 5 years ago, you'll hate almost, if not everything that you ever made. And that becomes more and more true.
I am back.
Online debates are more about winning internet points than coming to the truth. Absolutely. And actually,
Yeah, I would agree.
every debate is literally that. Debates are point-scoring matches.
The whole point of having a debate is to
demonstrate who's better equipped.
Demonstrate who understands their argument better.
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
Potentially who can understand on the fly.
It doesn't mean that that particular argument is the best and has the best evidence and stuff. It's just that whoever presented it has done it really well.
It's like Kent Hovind. It gets brought up a lot when it comes to debate. Don't debate him, because the way he debates, he's really good at. That doesn't mean that he's right in any way, shape, or form. And it doesn't mean that anything he says is truly convincing if you step back from it.
It's a manipulation
thing. When you're arguing with him, he will, with most people, be able to run circles around you because he's not there to do anything but win. You're there. Most people who think it's a good idea to debate with him think that they're going to convince him of something he said. He doesn't fucking care. He literally gives not the smallest amount of shit whether or not he's right about anything. I'm sure he knows that he's wrong about a bunch of things and doesn't fucking care. Because it's never been about that. It's about appeasing the people who pay his fucking salary, basically.
Instead of doing debate, you can do masturbate.
I will masturbate over Kent Hovind. He won't know, but it'll... No. I'm pretty sure that's a crime. I'm not going to do that. I mean, it's a crime against reality, but also, like, I don't actually... Because if I get thrown in prison, I mean, we're more likely to see the guy. I mean, come on.
Oh my god.
I would love to see a video about how ridiculous Ron Wyatt's claims are. People are still spouting they found Noah's Ark in Turkey. It is, I'm assuming, yeah, that's what that guy...
Let me look him up.
I finally got my Sursic brand home distrangulation kit. Oh my god, I forgot about distrangulation. That's why I can't stand atheist call-in shows and or only watch them when certain hosts are on. I find the constant interruption and shouting and not properly listening to be insufferable. I fully understand that. I fully understand people who enjoy that. Like, this is 100% not me saying if you enjoy that, you're a bad person. So it's that I don't like it.
Apparently Ron Wyatt is a nurse anesthesiast.
Who knows? There's probably more than one.
That's what he said. And pseudo-archaeologist.
Oh, okay, so it's both things.
Yeah.
He knows a little bit about a different subject and thinks that means he knows everything about something else. I had a family member tell me about a guy who's not a biologist, who it's not a religious related claim, but it was like a claim about a group of scientists, and he was the guy making the claim was, it might have been a physicist. It was something that wasn't what they were doing. And I could see that.
Was that guy that you do? This is a while ago, but he was like, he's a mechanic, and he was talking about like evolution.
Oh yeah, that's fucking ancient stuff. Yeah. That's John Pendleton, I think you're talking about. He's a mid husband as well. All sorts of things. Very funny. All the lists of names of things.
What's a mid husband?
It's like a midwife, but it's
you
just do that job, but without a person to help. Yeah, that's very funny stuff. I'm about to win a bottle of Jameson's. It's a nice whiskey. It's okay.
I thought you meant like mid-husband as in like he's mid.
Oh, he is almost certainly mid.
Right.
Mid-human.
Mid-human.
I agree. Dancing to the banging 90s theme tune to Ray and Kirk is funny as fuck. Oh, you mean how how incredibly 90s their intro is. I need to go and look back through their videos to see if there's a new one that I can start working on, because man, I miss making those little series. Mostly to like when I was saying about having something I know I can have something to say about. Yeah, that's what I used to do. I think I could probably finish the video that I got stuck on because I'd have a new approach to it. I just need to. One of the things that you sort of learn to do as a content creator is to frame things. It's you can basically talk about anything with the right framing and it still get a certain set of points you want across. Like one of the things I had to learn in order, because as much as I'm an internet asshole, I still try my best to be like honest and make sure that what I'm saying is as close to reality as I understand it. So I know that how I title things can hugely affect the way people perceive what happened in a video. It's actually really weird.
You get people who think that you're the creationist.
Oh, no, that's just stupid people who aren't... People who turn up, they don't watch the video, they have a go at me. I go... Are you having a go at me or are you having a go at the person I'm talking to? And they go, you fucking dickhead, fuck you. And like someone literally like that. I said, did you watch the video? Because I am 95% certain that you did not. because I'm not the creationist. And they're like, oh, fuck. I've had one person go, oh, shit, you got me. That was my fuck up. Soz. And that was pretty good. That was a good day. Having someone actually admit fault on the internet was wild. Especially when they come in really aggressive. The wife in midwife is referring to the person giving birth, not the person helping. A man would be a midwife. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that's why I thought mid-husband is a weird term.
I mean, I believe he called himself a mid-husband anyway, but that would be because he doesn't. Yeah. How boring can this get? It could get so fucking boring. Oh man. I mean, in fact, if you are finding it boring, I can ban you. That would help. My wife and I tried watching a Hans Wormhat video yesterday and had to stop due to boredom. You do us all a service. Oh God, some of the people I respond to are the most boring people on earth. I do think that some don't understand how much more interesting I make people seem.
You also tweak people's content, so you cut out all their silence when they kind of just sat there not doing anything.
I try not to edit at all. This is something important. I try not to edit out anything they've said, and I try to keep it all in context. But I do get rid of a lot of silence in a lot of people's videos, especially Hans Wormhat is terrible for that. He'll just have these long bits and they'll go, and then just silence rage and then say something, because it's all just. Do you go to the toilet ever? Usually I go to the toilet before I start a stream now to make sure that I don't go to the toilet mid-stream anymore, because that used to happen all the time. I'm sorry if you're disappointed that that's no longer the case. Dick Gallo wants to get banned. Well, no. I ain't banning Dick. Get it? But yeah,
yeah, you cut out silences. You also fix people's audio.
Yeah, I have a habit of making their audio better without saying, fixing how their video looks.
And their video visuals, because a lot of them, some people do the.
Yeah, when you say tweak, you make it sound like I'm editing.
No.
Yeah.
You make it like look better,
more tolerable.
Yeah.
Basically, I do actually try to make people look as good as possible, at least in terms of how the video is. That is largely for your people's sake. There have been videos that I've really wanted to cover, but like the audio is horrendous. Like genuinely fucking horrendous. There's a lot of videos today that I can do that I because I've learned a lot about making things not awful.
I think also people's equipment is better because like smartphones are like a lot more capable now.
Oh yeah, I mean Hans Wormhat makes all of his videos on his phone. He screen records and audio records, and then he just like swipes through pictures as he's talking bullshit. It's kind of amazing. And the fact that someone can do that, and I wouldn't say make a good video, but make anything, is kind of fucking wild. Imagine Sir Sick with a set of Audi's headphones, bopping his head and foot whilst analysing spectral graphs of audio. I mean, you'd be surprised how not far off that is. I have a DAC on my desk. I have oh fuck, I forgot. AKG 7 K712s. And if you look those up and you're not used to how expensive, they're not that expensive, but they're way more expensive than most headsets people will look at. Any progress on scoring sick merch? Yeah, it had been worked on, and then we had a shitload of busy weekends in a row, so I haven't had time, unfortunately. But I have things that I can put onto merch now. I'm just gonna have to have some free time. DAC for the rule. Yeah. Could be worse than going for a pee midstream. There was a lady who forgot to mute Zoom call and peed. Oh, good stuff. But yeah. And in terms of what I would recommend to anyone, I don't use this headset because they're expensive or because they sound good, which they do. They sound great. They are technically studio monitors rather than like music listening headphones, but I wear them because they're comfortable. They're the only headset that I've ever had that I can wear all day without incredible amounts of head pain.
It's because your head's too big.
Well, it's got nothing to do with the size of my head and everything to do with the comfort.
Head. You have a big head though. Like
Uh,
I was saying today in stream, like I put Yom the Giant's head on the throne. I was like, wow, that's a big head. That's like a 6 head.
Oh, you've killed Yorm now. Okay.
No, I didn't. The Onion guy did.
Oh, I see. Well, did you get the sword though?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. There's a lot of people who are starting to believe ChatGPT is a god. They make very silly videos you can cover. Jesus. Is that them like talking to it or what? That
isn't there a thing of?
If you have any, send them to me via email. It's in my about.
Isn't the Chat GPT though like it's catered to like be like very delightful to speak to?
It might be Chat GPT, but one of them like constantly praises people.
Yeah, that's my point. So like people like if you're getting praised
That's a really good question.
If you're getting praised for everything you do, it makes people more like you'd probably be more appealing. But I don't know. I don't trust things that are overpraising. Like things that are over optimistic. I don't like it.
If someone's telling me that's really good, I'm like, I don't think so. I know everything I make is garbage, but
when people,
I know that some of it is funny, and that's all that matters.
It's like when you get compliments, you just get suspicious rather than appreciative.
Not as suspicious as Mrs. Sick. She's extremely suspicious of compliments. ChatGPT is overrated. I like Grok better. Yeah, but Grok is hilarious because it doesn't do what its maker wants it to do. I don't know if anything is better or worse. I think they all do different things at different levels. I do think that they're interesting, but they're definitely something that people need to learn to not rely on, or overly rely on. Like they're good tools for my like biggest use case for a large language model is when I can't for the life of me think of a particular word, so I describe it. But that works on search engines half the time anyway. Chatbots are...
It's great for you because you always struggle with like synonyms.
Oh, no, I don't struggle with synonyms. I struggle when a word just doesn't come into my head. It just... literally a word that I know will not come into my fucking head. And it drives me crazy. It genuinely pisses me off.
Well, it's the thing, because the way you organise your thoughts into boxes, you have to like search through like 10 boxes to find things.
If the box isn't being presented by my brain...
Holy shit.
Oh, are we doing this again, are we? Thank you for the 20 gift memberships, Hyacinth. Let's see who gets hit with the green. Because, yeah, I'm sure many will appreciate it. Yeah, we had that happen a while ago. Anybody wants to make it roll a membership thing? Because I like money.
Corny, your
luck... poor Corny didn't get it.
Corny, your luck is so bad.
Yeah, Corny never gets greened. Apparently, it might have something to do with whether or not you have a tick box somewhere that says you're allowed to get them. But yeah. I was going to say, there's a creator that I really like. I'm not going to name names. Generally, like, their straightforward content is really good. But they make these shorts, and they kind of piss me off because I know that a large portion of their viewer base is kids. And he does this thing where he's like, oh, my chat needs to stop doing this thing where they give me a shit ton of money. Oh, you can't do that. Wink, wink. And it feels a little bit manipulative. Like, I'm going to say I like money. When you give me money, it makes me happy. Money good. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. So I'm always happy about that. Zach has never gotten a gift membership. No. Well, unfortunately, it it's random. Apparently, it's that fucking random. Musk said he was going to rewrite history to make Grok more to his liking. I don't think that's how even that works.
Didn't
What?
didn't it start like correcting things though?
Oh yeah, it corrects things that he says all the time, which is really, really funny. Chatbots are most suitable to skim through the greatest collection of human knowledge with the fastest speed. Add to that some good old ego stroking, and I can see the God thing happening. Yeah, I mean, it's really useful. A different use I found for it is with nutters. When someone comes into my chat and they're borderline illiterate, and I'm trying for the life of me to figure out what the fuck they're trying to say, I have taken to putting what they've said into a chatbot and saying, what's this person trying to tell me? And I'm assuming that it's relatively accurate. It's usually something pretty fucking stupid, but it makes it more coherent, which is interesting. But it does mean that the more insane a person sounds, the more likely they are to be real, which is very odd to think about. Short form content has opened Pandora's box. I kind of miss ultra short form content. I mean, everybody likes a good Vine compilation, and that just doesn't exist anymore. I don't trust any of the LLM stuff to get shit right. No, you shouldn't. But to be fair, you shouldn't trust anything to be right. You should source things.
Always check
A
and always
Google
verify.
search has a good chance of just giving you false information. Either the prompt you gave it wasn't quite right, or the information that's out there just is inaccurate. Oh, another memberships, nice one, JB. Beerhound, I like that. Illiterate, as in not having read Lord of the Rings, Berserk, Percy Jackson, or Origins of Species, etc. I mean, not having read ABCs, How to Do Letters and Shit, which is a book I should totally write. Organic free range factoids. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Basically, like anything, you just need to assume that everything is wrong, even from people. Like, there's a reason that my intro text blurb says not to trust things I say, even if it sounds good, because you really shouldn't. Like, I am 100% sure that I've said a bunch of shit that is, if not just wrong, is at least not accurate enough to be restated as a fact. Everything I say, if something I say is a new piece of information, you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Check it. Go away, come back later, tell me how wrong I was. Or tell me that I was pretty close, or maybe that I was just plain right. Cross-reference everything. Yeah, you have to. And it sucks because one of the biggest problems, I think, with just like people today, and it's true of me, it's true of everyone, is that convenience is addictive. Convenience is so much better than putting the work in.
Well, yeah, when you don't have to use your brain and put effort in,
like,
it's easy.
I fucking hate having to put down separate passwords for things. Now, I use a password manager so that I don't have to do that. But that is slightly inconvenient, and it does annoy me that I have to use my password manager. But it's that, or I'm definitely going to use the same password for everything because I'm fucking lazy. So
am I just weird then? Because like I've noticed that it's that like little inconvenience thing. So like when you go onto a website and that you have to like sign up for their cookies thing, you're just like yeah whatever.
I just tell them
I
no.
go through them all and tick off all the legitimate interest things all the way down.
I don't do that. I just say definitely not. Most of them will let you just go no.
Some of them don't, though.
Some of them don't.
And also, there's actually a lot of the time there's actually two sections. You have the vendor section, and then there's like the company section. But they don't tell you that there's a vendor section. You have to go into it yourself. I click them all off, and I spend like 20 minutes doing that just so that I can go, no, fuck you.
One password for all. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot more paranoid about it when I had something worth protecting. But back in the day,
I don't want cookies, I want Doritos.
back in the day, my fucking shitty normie email, it's especially full of spam. Jesus fucking Christ. I just didn't care. Yeah.
Minecraft movie ads? Really?
Someone's getting ads for the Minecraft movie. Okay. We kind of watched that I think it was on Saturday.
Kind of watched it. No, we didn't.
We kind of watched Minecraft.
I think we got the gist of it from
Yeah,
a
kind of.
review.
We watched Cosmonaut Variety Hour because he's really good, and they do this thing where they just like will watch a movie and comment on it, but you get like 20 minutes of it. It's definitely not a replacement for the movie, but I'm definitely not going to watch the movie. But I was never going to watch the movie. Like, my kids have seen it. They saw it with their grandparents. Grandparents liked it because Jack Black constantly shouted out what a thing was so that they could keep up because they're old. But I am pretty damn sure I would have found it quite annoying. I can't stand the idea of a password manager. I have a little booklet with different passwords and two-factor stuff written down.
That is a password manager.
That is the ultimate password manager. As long as no one knows that's how you do it and wants specifically to get access. Like if you've got a business, that's a terrible way to do it. And you should do more complicated things.
What's the guy that you watch? He's called like Pirate Software or something?
I don't watch him anymore, but...
Well, there was a video that he put up. He goes, here's my password, and it was a picture.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, I quite like that idea.
I used to watch him. He did some things.
I don't know. I don't keep up with it. I don't watch him, so...
I wasn't super bothered, but I also was like, oh, God, that's really cringe. And I just couldn't be asked. Damn, you missed the first half. Damn you, Satan. It wasn't Satan that did that. God did that to you. Because he hates you. I walked 13 kilometers yesterday and walked another, the same actually, 13 kilometers today. Me, I'm so dumb. No, my hurt feet like crazy. Well, it depends why you did it.
I'm not surprised.
Did you do it for exercise? Did you do it for a job? Did you do it for fun? If you did it for fun, then yeah.
If you did it for money, it's worth it.
If you did it for exercise, it's probably worked it. Best password I've heard was in a workplace, ID 10T or ID 10T. I have a bootleg Blu-ray movie, Night Bits, coming in the mail because they don't sell an official one, and I'm not signing up for a streaming service. You don't have to sign up for a streaming service. Get yourself a server and torrents. Don't buy bootlegs. Like, do not buy bootlegs because you are almost certainly giving money to actual crime. Pirate things. It's not alright. Pirate software is okay, good for game dev advice. It was fine. It's just he's done some really fucking ridiculously like wow stuff, and it's just like I could not be bothered. It's a whole thing. I'm not fucking going into it. I probably don't have all the details right, but it just became not worth my mental energy to engage. I'll tell you the first thing that started putting me off of him was that he didn't understand stop killing games, which was a flawed thing, but he completely shit on it in ways that just made it obvious that he wasn't really engaging, and that bugged me to start with. Pirating movies and series is a moral obligation in the age of subscription-based services. I mean, I wouldn't say that's necessarily, but I definitely don't think it's a bad thing. Speaking of, we started watching Severance. And by started watching Severance, in less than a day, we watched the entire first season. And these are an hour a pop. So, yeah.
We just spent all Sunday doing it. It was lovely.
And we're like a good 2 or 3 episodes into the second season. It's really good. I don't think it's as pure sort of brain makey happy, excellent story as Murderbot, but it's very good, similarly good in a different sort of slower burn way, and very, very enjoyable. I had a colleague who admitted his passwords were Cucumber23. I was like, congrats, pal, impressive. I envy you. He was, I started with Cucumber1, but I had to change it every once in a while. Oh my God. That's fantastic. So basically, you just have to keep going through cucumbers until you have access to all of his things. Ah, yes, the binge. Yeah, that's probably the first show full-on binge that we've done in a long time, since we mostly stopped watching
together anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true. We both binge things separately, but usually I binge while I'm working, so I'm not really watching it.
Yeah, but you usually because you've watched it before.
With a lot of newer stuff that I don't think that you'll be into, I'll do it too.
Like what?
Well, first Murderbot, I wasn't sure if it would be something you were into, so I watched the first 3 episodes and then realized there were only 3 episodes, and I wanted to watch them again, so I decided to tell you.
And you told me that.
Good.
And you told me that he was autistic coded.
Oh my God! If you haven't seen Murderbot, well, if you have, you know, and if you haven't, it's good. It's good. It's just good. You wouldn't download a car? Yeah, I totally would.
It's the thing where I just start smiling because I find things relatable about him, and I'm like, oh, it's there again, is it?
Favorite social security number. Favorite mother's maiden name. Favorite pet. Yeah. Like you shouldn't engage with anything that asks you about your star sign or where you grew up or anything that is more information about you, because it is literally just farming you for data that someone might be able to use. I got someone give me such shit for telling them that that's what happens. They got actually genuinely angry with me and like fell out with me. Oh, bonk. Because I was like, you probably shouldn't share these things because it's data scraping. And I guess they took it personally because it is like you did something wrong. But fucking grow up. You just shouldn't engage with anyone or anything that mentions, that mentions star signs. Apart from sharing the one meme. The position of the stars will have absolutely no impact on your life. You wouldn't steal a police officer's head. Now, you wouldn't shoot a police officer and then steal his helmet and then defecate in his helmet.
And then send it to his grieving widow.
Send it to his grieving widow and then steal it again. My old army roommate's social security number ended in similar last 4 digits. Now I know everything about you. You have been hacked. When I was in high school, my astronomy decided to shit on astrology during the first day of school. You mean professor, I'm assuming. And stressed that astronomy was actual science. Silent? Yes, I imagine so. Because I imagine there's a lot of people who turn up to that class and say, I'm here because I'm like a Virgo and I'm totally like, And
okay.
then...
that was the most weirdest voice I've ever heard you make.
It was Valley Girl voice. Like, totally. Yeah. And then that's to scare them off. Dating apps love star signs. Yeah. Because the people who are on it. Yeah. I'd give those sites my star sign, the corrected version, of course, adjusted for the movement of the Earth in the last millennia. Fair. I have the same first name as my roommate's middle name. Ooh, spooky. You know, I have the same last name as my children. It's fucking weird. I took astronomy class in college, and the first thing he had us do was to chat out our horoscopes. Chat out? As in to discuss? Was that a joke, or did... I don't know. I think it's something that either they're okay with it or they absolutely fucking hate it.
Chart out.
Ah, that's probably it.
That is cringe.
I'm a Scorpio, and that means I don't give a fuck about star signs. Exactly. The happy little fox, aka Benji, but your granddad, has a very strange name. 6 million billion folks too have the same name. Wow. This is mind blowing, man. I used to know 3 people with my exact fucking first and last name. And then haven't met anybody else since. And they were like in the same class as me. It was weird. 23 people in a room and at least 2 of them will share a birthday. Statistics be weird. Yeah. Like it's super, the chances are unbelievably high that out of 23 people, 2 of them will share the exact same birthday, which is why I would organize rooms only by people who do not share birthdays.
The only person...
So that when they go, oh, did you know this? And you go, not in this fucking room, they're not.
The only person I ever shared a birthday with was one of my ex-boyfriends. And he took it as a sign that we were meant to be together. And I was just like, this is weird.
You know people called Sirsik? Yeah, I went to school with several people called Sirsik. It was weird. It was even weirder that we were all fully grown, gigantic dudes with swords. It was a very strange school. So many people, such finite statistics. Yeah, I mean, it's that thing. What I also like is whenever anybody brings up the extremely unlikely statistic, therefore God, is just a pack of cards shuffled. There's like an unbelievable number of possible combinations of shuffled cards. And yet, every single one is as likely as having it in your hands right now. As much as it isn't. Like, you shuffle it, and you've got that extremely unlikely deck. You just have. That's, big number, scary, therefore God is just the most asinine shit. Actually, I mean, that's basically the premise of my last video. And then someone tried to, I went through lots of variations of that thing, and I'm not convinced that I made the perfect set of arguments. I think I did okay. I mean, I do just genuinely think it's very silly, but I know I could be better. I could always be better. And then I was like waiting for someone to make a really good argument against it, and someone went, oh, well, I like your stuff, but I have to say, and everything they said was idiotic drivel. And that always makes me feel better. Like some videos, I don't know, I just get a feeling. It's probably because my star sign or some shit, I don't fucking know. Sirsik's real name is James Brown. Do I sound like a James Brown?
Watch me, I got it.
Watch me. I got whiskey. I keep track of people's zodiacs because it's easier to remember than their specific birthday. I like that. Oh, it's your birthday this month, isn't it? I think, if someone said it's your birthday this month, that feels a lot closer to saying it's your birthday today than having forgotten it entirely. So that's kind of a good way. If you want people to think you're like, you give a shit about them, remembering their star signs, you'll always remember fucking what month is their birthday. And you just say, oh, it's your birthday this month, and then they'll tell you the date, and you only have to remember it for a finite number of days. They will start to notice after the 10th time. Oh, it's your birthday this month. Yeah, you said that last year. Why don't you remember? It's because I don't actually give a shit about you, dude. I'm going to trim the lawn. Pray to non-existo I don't die from heat. I'm dressed in black head to toe. I should be fine. Well, first off, don't mow the lawn. Fuck the lawn. What's it ever done for you?
Don't do that. What would the neighbours think?
Astrology is the absolute random reason to discriminate people. Okay. I'm a Virgo and a Virgin, so it checks out. Virgo is the shittest star sign by far. It's like a woman going, huh, fuck that. Get the crab or the fucking scorpion or lions. All that shit's cool. Oh, it's so lame.
It could be like mine.
What's yours?
A bull.
Ah.
Which may actually really, it's fit into my personality, to be honest. I'm very stubborn.
That or Cancer. Oh, great. I'm the death one.
Should we change the crab to look like a tumour instead?
Yeah. Oh, the crab is the cat. Why is crab also Cancer? Aren't crabs quite cancer resistant?
Maybe that's why.
I swear that's a thing. Or it might be lobsters. I can't remember. I know whales are really cancer resistant. That one's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's a weird
because they're
fact.
so big that cancer it only gets so far and then it just gets dealt with. So they're basically cancer proof. That's why I'm getting fat. I'm trying to become cancer proof. I have a random question. I joined the stream late and haven't been able to catch in on a while. Have you ever watched the Critical Drinkers videos? No. I've heard of them, but I haven't watched them. Old-timey bullshit, shellfish and all that bibble nonsense. I mean, fair enough. Cersei star sign debunk video win. All my videos are star sign debunk videos. In the background, behind everything, there's just that meme again. No, but I have used it in several. What is there to debunk apart from the fact that it's bullshit? And you know, I've definitely made fun of it in spirit science videos, but there's not much to it. It's like, what is the response to any star sign thing? Oh, if you're this star sign, this thing about you. No, that's just generalized bullshit.
It is.
You need more meat to a claim for it to be interesting to refute.
Apparently, according to mine, I'm a patient person.
Which is completely not true.
Nope.
Yeah, but most things, I think they did an experiment. You just give out the same star sign thing and you tell it's for their specific one. And most people will say, yeah, that sounds like me. And it's like, you're generally patient and you like to learn and you do this and that. And it's like, yeah, everybody likes to think reasonably positive things about themselves. Nobody, if you gave them all, you're the bad guy, you're the problem, and you're the reason bad things happen, someone's going to fucking answer that because depression is a hell of a drug. But most people are going to be like, what the fuck? Did you watch that one video about that one thing? No, I watched the one about the other thing. Another note from your future self. Delete that old version of me in your head. It expired. Fair enough. That's it. Just bullshit. You covered the whole debunk in one sentence. Yeah, pretty much.
Do it in one word. Just no.
No. Astrology. No. Speaking of cancer and astronomy, you mean astrology? No, which one? Wait, I can never remember which one's which. That's the problem I have.
An ology, that's the bad one.
And time for another Todd Friel video. He sounds like he does voiceovers. I haven't thought of Todd Friel in a while. That's probably a good idea. I should write that down somewhere.
Who's that one?
He does The Wretched, I think. And he looks like the G-Man from Half-Life. That's the only way I can describe it.
I know, as soon as you said that, I know who he is.
Yeah.
He really does.
I don't think I ever brought that up. And if I did, I'm fucking funny. Yeah. My star sign says I'm a gullible moron. Yeah, that's pretty fucking on point. Um, I, I guess if I just, yeah, I was right. It's the wretched. I don't know if he's done anything recently. This is shocking. Why now? This is not okay. What went wrong? Oh, that would be interesting.
You're the one who's wrong.
Everybody's wrong but me. Here's something that's kind of, I wouldn't necessarily call it spoilers because you're not going to know what I'm going to say. But I've been trying to figure out how to cover that Jordan Peterson video where he argues against 20 atheists. And it's just so long and so ridiculous. I've got like a framework written out of ways I could approach it. And I still don't know what I'm actually going to do. Just mostly because it's just so fucking long. The Jubilee one. It's like, I know people have all sorts of opinions about Jordan Peterson. There's people who like me who like him. I don't fucking know why, but I think he's a dipshit, especially when it comes to anything even remotely religious. He is just so full of shit. It's unbelievable. And how anybody takes him seriously, it blows my mind. But yeah, Peterson highlight compilation. Is it a highlight though? But yeah, just trying to figure out how to do that. Largely how to do it without it becoming just like overwhelming amounts of work, because it would be. Someone said the other day, and I feel like I was a bit of a dick in response, but it's hard to know what to say to someone who asks me something like this. Someone said to me, "Oh, you should make like a 2 hour long video and just vibe and blah 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 blah. It'd be really good. I'd watch it." And I was like, so it takes me 2 days basically to make a video, and that's without all the other shit that I have to do to get it into your eyes. So they let's say they're about 20 minutes long. A 2 hour video would be 6 times as much work. So basically, it would take me like 14 days. So 2 full weeks, as opposed to, was it 12? Oh, no. It would take me 12 days. And if I made another video in that time period to try and cover my, how many videos I make a week, yeah, I would end up making 14 videos. And it's just like, it would be so much fucking work. And whether anybody would enjoy it, I'm pretty just get AI to do. No, I'm not just gonna get fucking AI to do anything for me. I told you before, I make videos that I enjoy making because I think it's very obvious when someone isn't enjoying what they've done. Okay, I'm sure you were taking the piss and being a dick on purpose, but still, better get started then, Sig. I could do, or I could not. Have you thought about that?
Just Shia LaBeouf meme. Just do it.
Just do it. Jordan P is what you get when an intellect devourer leaves your brain, but the body continues to live. Oof. The ontological imperative in Kermit voice. Yeah. What do you mean by word? What do you mean by what do you mean by the?
What do you mean by
What do you mean by shut the fuck up, Jordan? Yeah. John, aka Skeptic, only makes 1 per week. Yes, but he has one of those jobs. My job is to make videos. Part of my job, but I only work 5 days a week, very on purposely, so that I don't start getting massive headaches again. But I spend a lot of time working. So, you know, part of the problem with switching to sudden long form content, I would 190% watch a 2 hour Cersic video. I'm sure you would. But a big part of it is that what would make me happy, I'm not just going to shit out a video. I would have to make something that I was happy with, which would be a very, very fucking long, huge amount of work. It would probably be more than the 12 to 14 days I've quoted. It'd probably be significantly more. I have so my Fridays are my like lowest level of work day, and I try to use them to work on other things, like hopefully pushing out some other videos or working on like collabs and shit when that comes around. But yeah, it would literally take me months to get one video out. Pimp out the editing. So I've tried to get other people to edit in my style, and they can't. Like, not in a way that I'm happy with. It doesn't look right. The way Sick moves when other people have tried. And I don't blame them for this. I obviously have just like a weird specific thing. But I've had offers of editors from various places. And when like the people who I talked to for a while and had a go, Mrs. Sick returned to editing. Well, she has her own job. I thought you wanted the streams, Corny, because she can't do streams and my editing. That would be way too... And her version of my editing takes longer because she's more detail focused than I am. I try and make sure that it's quick and snappy, but it still takes me hours. Her version takes even longer than that. And also, she doesn't fucking want to. That's an important thing. I'm not going to make her do something she doesn't want to do. I'm not an asshole, even though I play one on the internet. Yeah, so the idea of making a longer video, while I like it as an idea, just isn't going to happen without it being a sort of side project. I'll keep her for the daily entertainment. She's a perfectionist. She is a perfectionist, but it's more that she has a certain detail focus that is a little bit beyond necessary. You can tell the difference between a fully edited by Mrs. Sick video and a fully edited by me, because where I snap Sick about, because it's quicker and easier to do, she moves him about. And I only do that for the animation bits. And laughing.
I also
had
really I also made it so that Sick had arms to do things which you don't use anymore.
I have various arms that do various things, but they don't.
Yeah, but I did it a lot.
Next, you'll say you're just playing a raging alcoholic on the internet as well. I'm hardly raging. I'm not an asshole, even though I play one on the internet as a modus operandi I live by for the most part. Yeah. Like, I'm genuinely nice. You'd be surprised. But I don't take shit, is probably the way to put it.
Spoon Staff has always been a side project. It was to keep me occupied during winter when I get SAD.
Yeah.
But currently, we need to see if all my recordings have survived.
We already get approximately 2 hours of video every 2 weeks. Just wait and watch them in one go. I mean, there is that. What I could do is take some of my series. Actually, that's probably what I should do for a long video. I should plan it out, but make it in parts so that it's enjoyable in small parts, but that it all fits together in one big hole. Big hole. And then release that. That would work. So that's an idea. That's something to think about. But we're going to fuck off now and probably go watch fucking... I can't remember what it's called. Severance. My brain was saying, it's called Separated. That's what the fucking premise is. It's Separated. All right. Thank you all for coming. And we will catch you in the next one. Also, thank you to the people who bought people fucking... not super chats, the other one. Memberships.
I will see the gamers tomorrow.
See them. And yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.